So we have another application problem here. Tension needs to eat at least an extra 1,000 calories a day to prepare for running a marathon. He has only $25 to spend on the extra food he needs and will spend it on 75-cent donuts, which have 360 calories each, and $2 energy drinks, which have 110 calories each. So write a system of inequalities that models this situation. So one of the things you have to do is you have to kind of separate what the needs are. He has a caloric need. He needs to eat 1,000 calories extra. Well, every donut, say X is the number of donuts, every donut has 360 calories. So 360 times X plus, and then every energy drink, we'll call that Y, the number of drinks, energy drinks. Okay, they have 110 calories each, so it's going to be 110 times how many he drinks of those. We need that to be greater than or equal to 1,000 calories. So that says, depending on how many donuts he eats and how many energy drinks he has, that needs to be more than 1,000 calories or equal to. Okay. The second equation is going to come from the money part. So each donut that he's buying is costing him 75 cents. So that's 0.75 times X plus, and then each energy drink is $2. You can put 2.00 if you want to keep the decimals in, or you could just put 2, but sometimes that gets confusing. Anyway, we need that amount that he spends to be less than or equal to $25. Okay? So now we have a system of equations, and they ask us to graph the system. A system of inequalities, and they ask us to graph these inequalities. So I'm going to take this first one over here, 360x plus 110y, and I'm going to make it an equation now, equals 1,000. So this is where it gets a little tricky. It's not really convenient to put it in slope-intercept form. I'm going to make a table of values, and I'm probably going to have to do some approximating. So let's say he's going to have 2 donuts. So 360 times 2 plus 110y equals 1,000. So what do we get? We get 720 plus 110y equals 1,000. Or 110y equals 280. If I subtract that right, and that looks good. Divide by 110. Now I'm not going to get a nice integer here. We're going to have to just approximate it on our calculator. So I go to my calculator, 280 divided by 110. It's about 2.5, so approximately 2.5. And so I put in 2 donuts, right? And so about 2.5 energy drinks will do that. Okay, now let's choose another value for y. I run out of room here. Let's say he has 3 donuts. So 360 times 3. Just a sec. Plus 110 y equaling 1,000. So what is that? 0. Oh, you know what? This is going to be too big, right? So he's going to have more than 1,000 calories just if he eats 3 donuts. So let's not pick 3 then. Well, I guess we could. We could get a negative number. Why not? 8. So I'm getting 1080 plus 110y equals 1,000. This will be kind of interesting, even though we know he can't have a negative number of energy drinks. Negative 80. So divide by 110. This is taking up all my paper. Divide by 110. And I get a negative number. So what is that? 80 divided by 110, about 0.7. Okay, and it's negative. Okay, so when I want to graph this, so I only have two ordered pairs, but we'll just go with that. So I have 2 and 2.5, so that point right there. And then I have 3 and negative, it's about there. And so I can draw this line going through there. Now we know that if we go back to the original inequality, which said 360x plus 110y has to be greater than or equal to 1,000, we know 0, 0 doesn't work, so we're going to want all the points over here. Okay? And now we'll graph the other one. So if I wanted to, let me rewrite it, 0.75x plus 2.00y is equal to, I'll make it an equation, 25. And then if I were to multiply by 100 on both sides to get rid of the decimals, so 75x plus 200y equals 2,500. So I could do something like that. And then I could, let's see, does 200 go into 2,500? I think it does. Not very nicely. Okay, so let's go back to a table of values then. You could do it with the slope and the y-intercept, but we'll just get a table of values here. So let's pick some numbers for 75. Number of donuts. Let's say he picks 4 donuts plus 200y equals 2,500. So that's going to be 3,000. Why do I think I have too many zeros there? 0, yeah, because I do. Okay, I meant 300. Okay, 300 plus 200y equals 2,500. These numbers, we're not used to these numbers being so large like this, equals 2,200. And so y equals 11. That's a little big for my table of values here. So I chose a 4 for x and only got an 11 for y. Okay, and then let's say I choose a 6 for, I wrote 6, a 6 for x. There's other ways you could do this probably. Squeeze that in there. 6 for x. So I'm just going to use my calculator. So it's called late in the day. Use my calculator. So I got 450 here. Plus 200y equals 2,500. So 200y equals 2050. And then I'd have to divide by 200. Should have gone with a different number. Oh well. Y equals, so we had decimals on the other part too. 10.25, so 10.3. And this is approximately, so we're just getting the general area. And for what we're doing with this graph, that's going to be okay. 10.3. Now my graph is going to go a little big here. So if I go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to 11, so maybe up here someplace, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's just above the 10. So it looks like I'm getting, I'm not doing a very good job here. those are going to intersect at some point. It'd be like up here and up here. So it looks like that kind of. Now, if he doesn't spend any money on donuts or energy drinks, so 0, 0, that's going to be less than $25. So we're going to want the points down here. So it looks like we're getting this section kind of right in here that will work. We can't spend too much on donuts, too much money on donuts and energy drinks, and we have to have enough to give us the extra 1,000 calories. Okay, so now here's the question. Can he buy 8 donuts and 4 energy drinks? Well, my donuts was X and my energy drinks were Y. So 8 donuts, 4 energy drinks. That point right there, that looks like it's definitely, even though my graph's off a little bit and I've had to extend them and stuff, it's definitely in the yellow area. You could plug those in and check. 8 donuts would give you how many calories? A lot of calories. And so you're going to be well over your 1,000. And then can he afford that much? Well, 8 donuts times 75 cents, you figure out what that is, plus the $4 for the energy drinks. And that should be okay. So I'll say yes. He can buy 8 donuts and 4 energy drinks. Can he buy 1 donut and 3 energy drinks? So 1 donut and 3 energy drinks would be right here. No, I don't think that's going to give him enough calories. So you could check in the calories. It's okay money-wise, but in the calorie section, I don't think he's going to get enough calories. You could check it with the equation or the inequality and see if 1 donut and 3 energy drinks. Okay, what does that mean? 1 donut and 3 energy drinks, is that greater than or equal to, oops, I forgot a 0 there, 1,000, and it'd be 360 plus 330, oh, so close, but not enough, well, I guess not that close, 6,000 or 690, so no, that's not enough calories. So no. So you could actually check those by putting them into the inequalities. So no, he's got to have more calories than that. Okay, so that was a difficult one to do.